And today we're sharing some exciting information about an upcoming event that the Schlegel Villages are having. The event's going to be held here in Guelph on August the 8th, and it will be hosting all the Schlegel Villages from Windsor right across to Guelph, and the eastern villages will be having their event, their gala event, on August the 1st in Etobicoke. And this is going to be a formal event, and it's going to include different events, different themes. And our first theme is going to be photography. And Mary is going to show a picture that she has and tell us about it. So Mary, put it up.
Yeah.
See it, it's tipped over. What year is that, Mary?
1938.
1938. Oh my goodness. Oh, high school. Great.
That is good.
This picture was taken in 1938. It's of the GCVI in Guelph Collegiate. And this was our classroom. And there are 3 of us in this picture that are now residents of River Glen.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And it's nice that you'll be able to look across that picture and point out those people, and you're saying, well, this is the sister of so-and-so, and that's really nice.
Yeah. Point them out, no?
No, no.
No.
And tell us the name of the teacher.
The name of our teacher was Miss Pickett.
She was very famous because her sister taught me as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
and her
There
name
were
was
3 of
Maggie.
them.
Maggie.
Maggie.
Yes.
And I had Martina Pickett was mine, yeah.
dear.
And not one of them were married.
No,
No.
Oh my.
they were lovely ladies.
They were, and they were
really
great
nice.
teachers.
So Mary, that's
Yeah.
really a nice picture, so it would be nice if it could go on display and with your list of names too, would be really nice.
Okay.
So that day there'll be the day of the gala event here at Riverside. There's going to be a photo booth so that you and I say could go in the photo booth and have our picture taken.
That's good.
Yes, I think that'll be really
That'll be
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Mary's picture, of course, is
That
the old black and white color.
Oh, yeah.
But your pictures can be color.
Colored.
They can be taken by you or somebody in your family. But that's very, very nice, Mary, and especially to think that there's people here at Riverside that are in that.
And I know most
It's
of them.
Well, that's it.
very nice memory.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I know every name in here,
Yeah.
just about.
That's right. Yes.
That's
And
Very,
I'm
very
outliving
nice.
them all. I am, really.
That's good too.
Yeah.
So this photography, like each room here at Riverside Glen will be designated to be like different rooms. So one room will be set aside for photography. So
Yeah.
everything about photography will be in that room. And we'll all be able to go in there and view these things as well. So that'll be nice. All right, the second category then is artwork. Nettie,
Yeah.
you have something to share with us in the artwork category?
I have this. This is a mask that is carved in Bali. Bali is one of the islands of Indonesia.
Yes.
So it is the only island that is Hindu. And the rest of the islands are all Mohammedans,
Mohammed?
Yeah.
Muslims?
Muslim.
Yeah.
So that was very
What's it made
interesting
of?
to see it.
What do you think it's made of? It's like
It's wood.
it's wood.
It is wood.
Oh,
It is
really?
carved.
Yes.
They're very famous for the carving that they do over there. They carve beautiful. They're very nice people, very gentle people. And every house has a little altar. Every day they give offerings to the altar.
Yeah.
Flowers or some food. And, well, the food, of course, the cats will eat the food.
Yes.
But the flowers are there every day. You see them and praying, and they're very gentle, artistic people.
That's very nice
So,
to share
yeah.
that. So that's one form of the artwork. What are some other forms that our residents could show?
Paintings.
That's right.
Uh,
Oil paints, pastels, watercolors,
yeah, all
sketches,
kinds of them.
drawings.
Yeah,
That's right.
and even quilting. Quilting is an art.
That's right. That would be a nice
Yeah,
category.
that is
That's
nice
right.
too.
Well, I think, yes, I think we
Ina
have
does.
a quilter on.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yeah. So I understand we're also going to have a large canvas, some who are here in the hallway, where people can go up, and it's going to be called a wisdom mural.
Oh.
And so you can paint something wise, some kind of a message for people on that mural. So that'll be quite an interesting thing to
That
have
will
too.
be.
Yes, so. All right, our next category is writing, to get the residents to share written work. It could be new work or work that they've already done. And in the different categories of love, their careers, leisure, family, future, hope, happiness, general advice or wisdom to people. I have a story that I'm going to submit that I had published in a book, and my granddaughter took it out of the book, typed it for me. I'm going to submit my story. It's would go under the category of family.
Oh,
Yes, it's about my dad in wartime.
oh,
And I
yeah.
wrote the story as a 5 and 6 year old because that's when it happened, and these are just the thoughts that I remember from 1944, 1945. So that's the story that I'm going to submit, and I have a picture with it.
Very nice.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
great.
it's
Everybody
really a
can
piece
stop
of
and read it
history.
if they.
But we have an author, a book of poetry here in Riverside, Glen. I hope we can persuade her to show us her book of poetry, and there are other writings that are being submitted. The room that will have the writings in will have an advice wall, so residents and guests will write their advice down and maybe answer some questions on topics. So that'll make that room kind of interesting. And there'll probably be some poetry writing and readings in that room as well. So that should be an interesting category.
Very interesting.
Yes. So let's move on then to the sculptures. And I guess one of the purposes of this masterpiece gala is that maybe we here that are here and our fellow residents maybe could learn a new skill at this time. Maybe there are people here who would be interested in learning to
That's
sculpture
right.
and
Yeah.
do paper mache and things like that. So that might be nice too. So woods or ceramics, potteries, paper maches. So maybe we could get our hats on and maybe think of something that we could add to this. There might be a potter's wheel or a glass blower here that day.
That would be interesting.
I knew a glass blower once. He blew me up a Christmas tree ornament. It was beautiful, his work.
I have a glass bird, and my husband blew that over in Israel.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, this fella
So-
used to buy welding gas, I guess, something that he must have used in his glass blowing apparatus, and he used to come and buy his gas from us, and that's how I got to know him.
Do you have any advice to seniors who would like to learn a new skill?
Yes, maybe talk to Ted or to Carolyn and see what we can arrange. And they're willing to buy the supplies and things to help us do that. So are you interested in something?
Well, you never know.
You never know.
You never know until you.
Until you're tired.
Well, I know there was someone here that I met when I first came here, and she had never painted in all her life, and took that class with Carolyn here,
Oh, yeah.
and has enjoyed it so much. So I mean, we're never too.
Little Dolly that's upstairs, she always
was-
did a lot
Yes,
of paint. She used
yes.
to be good at it.
So
Yes.
And there's somebody
Mr.
on the
Cardo,
first floor,
he was
too.
here.
Cookie was a good painter.
oh
too.
yes, yeah.
So,
All right, our next category, there is a variety one, which things that we
Oh,
can't
yes.
fit into different categories could always go into that variety category.
Oh, yes.
Um, So then we're going to go on to the music category. And we have a very special guest with us today, one of our own residents, Alan Denson, with his saxophone. So we're going to listen for a little bit of lovely, lovely
Music.
music from Alan. Alan, you're on. Thank you, Alan.
Does that make you feel like crying?
Lullaby and good night, I think. We're so lucky to have you, Alan, because
That's so
That
nice.
sounds
we have you at
beautiful.
church services, and
Yes.
we have an evening, lots of performances that you put on for us, and you do all kinds of different music for us.
Yeah.
And you know what I enjoy most of all? The nights when you're practicing. Because you don't know we're listening, but we are down the hallway. And I love the big band sound.
Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week.
That's right. So I have such talent right here in our own village. It's really nice.
Were you crying too? I saw you wiping your eyes. Come
I
on.
wasn't crying.
Well, you were wiping your eyes, so why?
Okay, Joy has a poster here. She's going to hold up. So each of the residents will receive one of these as kind of an advertising, and they're placed on the walls around the village advertising this masterpiece gala. And it's on August the 8th here at Riverside. And the red carpet, it starts at 2:30. And the tours of all the different rooms where all the displays will be from 3 till 5 approximately. There will be a dinner. There will be about 10 people from each of the villages coming, and their guests, people with them. And they will have a tent outside here where they will have their supper around 5 o'clock. We will have our supper, of course, in the regular dining room. There will be speeches and acknowledgments at that time. And by 6:30 it'll be over, and a sad time when people will be leaving, going back to their villages.
En de mosquito's, er komt in now.
Well, I see. But I guess they're welcome too. What category can we put those under? Hey, then we've got one for the variety category. So do you have any comments about the masterpiece? I like the title where it says Celebrating the Wisdom of the Elder.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know, like we know we're getting older, but we still have some hidden talents, and I'm sure it'd be nice if we could bring those to the surface.
And we're not called older, we're called elder.
That's right.
So that's
That's right. So I think it's going to be a lovely affair, and
I think so too.
Oh,
I think it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
and it's advertised enough that a lot of people should know about it.
Like we should tell our families and friends, because I think it's worth coming, you know, to share these kind of things.
Oh, yes.
And the staff will be going to a lot of work
Oh, yeah.
organizing all this for us,
Oh,
and
yes.
show our appreciation too.
Yes.
So thank you to Alan then for coming and being part of our show today. And thank you for watching the Riverview. My name is Marlene.
I'm Joy.
I'm Mary.
I'm Nettie.